Hey guys, Warrior here, and I just want to give you an update on the Cold Dot Trickster. It's doing really well. We pretty much have all the maps. We're missing 4 points on the Atlas. I've decided to go with Breaches, Legion, and Harbingers at the moment. The last 4 points are probably going to be over here for Maven, and they're probably going to be like floating points for me to do certain content, like up here and down here. Um, But
Just need a
I'm
moment
getting
to
really bored with the
catch my
character.
breath.
That's my big issue right now. Nothing wrong with the character. It's just boring for me at the moment. We were able to make the wand a little bit better. We had the currency at the time, and I was still wanting to play this character, and I bought this shield that has +1 fractured on there, and it had life and cold damage. It was a really great shield. Um, and, the character's fine. I'm just bored with it, right? And it was my league start, and it got me to where I needed to go. So I'm probably going to be selling some of this character stuff so I can recoup some of my currency. I doubt I'll get back exactly what um, I paid for the stuff, but maybe I can get a few divines out of it. Probably get a divine or two for this, and maybe 2 or 3 divines for this because of the fractured um, implicit. Um, and yeah, like I said, this character is really good. It's really fun. Some of this gear I can switch to my other character I'm leveling up, which that's what I was doing late last night because I was really awake. I couldn't fall asleep. So I did what any other Path of Exile player would do, and that is starting the character. And this is a project I wanted to work on, or a build, or whatever you want to call it. Um, this is a Forbidden Rite character, self-cast. And there are a few things that I was able to get. Like I found this while doing breaches, and I was like, yeah, okay, this will work really nicely for the build, and of course it does. And makes a +1, chaos wands. Um, I'm using Carnage Heart, and there is a reason for that, and that is because in my link I'm using Life Leech support, so to recoup some of the damage I'm doing to myself, right? And Carnage Heart, while the physical damage leeches life does not help me whatsoever, the increased total recovery per second from Life Leech does. And that does help out my Life Leech link here. And the 30% extra damage while leeching, right? So that's really good. Along with the added attributes and elemental resistances. They don't hurt, right? Um, Nothing special on the gears. Lahoop, just this is probably like the best thing on here. The Lahoop was pretty good at 30, damage on it. Um, well, overall, nothing special, right? Carnage Heart, summoning a buddy of mine's made me realize that it does total recovery per second from Life Leech, and I thought that was really cool. He was doing something for his build, I think it was. Um, So then I realized I could do that with this because at the time when I thought of this character, let me see if I can pull it up. There's a Watcher's Eye, and this build is heavily inspired by Mathel's Poison Occultist. Um, and he ran um a Watcher's Eye life on hit while affected by vitality, right? Damage leeches life while affected by vitality. That's the one. And at the time, this was worth um uh like a divine, or no, 2 divines. Sorry, not damage leech, that's life. While affected by vitality. Gain life per enemy hit. That's the one. And that is currently 3.9 divines. Yeah. Bit expensive. Um, we're not trying to do that at all at this point in time. But we might go ahead and grab the, well, affected by vitality, because I didn't know this was actually get on here. We can do two things. We either get damage leached as life while affected by vitality, or we can have increased life recovery rate, which technically works for us. Because that's at the high end is a 15% increase life recovery rate, which is huge because that would affect life regeneration, that would affect the leech, that will affect damage on kill, and more importantly, it will also affect these vampirisms, damage recouped as life, right? So that might be something we might look into. I might play around with it. One for 15% is like 99. Chaos, we could probably buy one a little bit cheaper. In fact, you know what? Let me go ahead and this is actually a pretty good one for 40 chaos. Sorry, and I probably shouldn't trade while I'm doing the video, but you know, can't let opportunities like this slip through. And if he responds, that'd be great. If not, you know, we just we move on with our life. I found that one. 0-1 response. Oh, this was probably the better two. Because there's also one damage taken while affected by clarity recouped as mana, which is actually really good because I have mana issues currently. So this might work out. Anyway, now that I got that out of the way. Sorry, I'm squirrely sometimes. Anyway, I guess I can show you how this character's playing a little bit. We just got to Act whatever this is, Act 8. I've already done my second ascendancy with this character. I did it at level 45. I want to say I did it before I beat Kitava in Act 5. So once I hit 45, I went ahead and did it. I just felt confident in the character. But I'll show you a little bit of what we're doing. So the big thing is overlapping damage, right? And I'll go over into the skill tree and what I'm doing right now for the build. Don't expect Deathless. This is, well, not for me. You shouldn't expect Deathless. We're running, if you're curious as to why we're using so many projectiles, I'm using greater multiple and I'm using lesser multiple. So, like I said, this was inspired by Mathel's build, and he was using greater volley and greater multiple. One, I feel like the damage penalty is a little rough for that, and volley makes the projectile spread out a lot. And when you have a single target, lesser, I just feel works better for that aspect. And that's also the reason why I went with an assassin. Makes poisoning just a lot easier, and you get some really good damage out of it. And this guy's tanky. I hate poison bombs. Run away. Away. Why are you so tanky? Stop summoning friends. No, we're not. Again, we're not anywhere near where we want to be at. We're on level 56. It's just it's been a fun build so far. And I'm really happy I was able to make it work with Life Leech. When I get the other Watcher's Eye, I think the build kind of opens up a lot simply because, well, one of two things: either I can get the Watcher's Eye, which I really do want for enemies, life gain for enemies hit, but that will let me free up my Jewel Sock because I don't need the Life Leech. And of course rings, right? Spell gain or life gain on spell hit is something else I want for this character. Um, I feel like it's just necessary so you can free up that slot. But I mean, the damage is also really good. I think for right now, and I think it as we get more life, that'll be great. And I also planned on grabbing a medium cluster duel with I believe it's called Vast Power. So you have AoE, your AoE increases with your power charges, right? It'll make the overlapping that much better. We are using Spell Echo, and we took the Mastery on the tree, the Caster Mastery that says final repeat of a spell has like 20% increased AoE, which works with Spell Echo. Does not work with like Unleash or anything like that, I don't believe. At least from what I was reading. Why I changed it, or why I've read this information. Alright, so now usually for boss fights, most boss fights I'm going to put down a Wither Totem. And I'm going to put down, I'm going to curse them with Assassin's Mark. There's a reason for that. And that is that you do more poison damage with crits as an assassin. And then we eventually, after we put a few on there, then we switch to Despair. So that's how I'm currently doing my DPS. It's working out pretty good that way. So you get the big poison damage on them, and then you throw on Despair, right? So let's talk about the passive tree. This skill does damage to you as Chaos. So you need your Chaos resistance high. So early on, we went this way, picked up some life, and I started going this way. And as I got closer to Forbidden Rite, that's when I picked up this stuff. Or prioritized picking up this and this over here. However, in retrospect, I would recommend picking this cluster up first after you pick up your life, and then immediately start moving this way to get over here. So by the time you get over here, you'll probably be close to getting Forbidden Rite, I would imagine. Just broadly speaking. The other thing I would do is then pick this up and pick these up. This is so you can have an increased chance to poison. It was giving us 25. And of course, the -5 is also great. And they get damage over time multiplier for poison. Because that's what we're doing. We haven't picked up any poison masteries. We don't need a recovery life on killing a poison enemy. Haven't found a need for it yet. Because as an assassin, we already have that built into our ascendancy. We recover half of a percent of life per poison affecting our enemy, which is great. We have 4% chance to poison on hit, and then 5% increase poison duration for each poison you've inflicted recently, up to 100%, right? So up to 20 of them. Which we have, oh god, how many going out? 7 projectiles. I haven't got a Dying Sun yet. I mean, another 2, so we're looking at 9. We're doing Spell Echo, so 20 poisons. I don't see being that hard to keep up. And then our hardest hitting one will last a long time, right? Then we also get Toxic Delivery, so we went with this second, obviously. Increased critical strike chance per poison affecting our enemy. Again, another easy thing to raise our stat up. And poisons we do with critical strikes deal 25% more damage. Which is why we take this to do more poison damage. And eventually we're going to take this damage over time mastery here. And we're probably going to take, we're probably going to put in Cruelty. That's something I want in my build. Take out the Life Leech for that. But in the short term, we might just do Unbound Ailments, remove that, and put on Cruelty. I haven't decided on that yet, right? Other things that we're doing, you can look at defenses. We're doing really good on defense. We have, cap resistances. Our chaos resistance is obviously overcapped. And it's sitting at 76 because of this passive over here. And the other good thing about taking these, if you need resistances because you're having a hard time with it, you can pick up the mastery that gives you $12 resistances and an additional 7 chaos if you need it. And then this one over here that gives you 17 chaos resistance to keep it up. Eventually, once I level up, I'll switch the ring over from my cold dot trickster, and we'll be solid there. The other thing I'm thinking of doing with this character is honestly go this way and down. We're gonna not self-cast our curses. We're gonna trigger our curses. So I don't know if I'm going to anoint Whispers of Doom or put points into it, because the only real thing I'm feeling like we're gonna need left is obviously these 3 points. These are like necessities, I feel. The Disciple of the Forbidden. This power charge. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll probably pick up charge duration or damage. Either way, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to put something here, 12. And that will be the main thing. And then 3 here, and then we'll have 4 points for our medium cluster jewel. So 5. So 16 points. That puts us like 72, right? Everything after that will be icing on the cake. And my buddy, he actually found and he got really lucky. He found a Glorious Vanity, which is something I want now. And he got 2 Chaos Nodes that up his maximum resistance. So he has the big one, right? That gives him +5. And then he has like 1 node here and a node here that both give him chaos resistance, and it is insane. Along with just a bunch of chaos all over the place. I don't know how he got that lucky to trade for one. I don't know how much he paid for it, but it's an amazing jewel. I'm gonna try to find one in the same range as the one that he has. But yeah, his was nuts. His is nuts. But being able to increase our chaos resistance even higher to like 83. The 5 from the Glorious Vanity and then 2 more if I can get 2 more. Will be insane, because then we're taking even less damage for the Forbidden Rite, and it'll be just a lot easier to sustain. What else is there? Yeah, over here, we took this node. This is the node I was saying. Increase area effect, and the final DPS 30%. Increase area effects. Again, we're taking this up simply because we want increased AoE so that the explosion from the Forbidden Rite will overlap and do more damage. As far as our links, we're doing Forbidden Rite, of course, along with greater multiple projectiles, lesser multiple projectiles, again, so that way volley doesn't spread out. It's more concentrated. Unbound Ailments, Life Leaf support so we can sustain it, and Spell Echo so we can get more damage out. Other links is Castle Damage Taken, Molten Shell. We're running Herald of Agony again for more chance to poison. I believe I want a Divergent one for additional 20%. And then that'll put us at 100. I think right now we're sitting at 85. But that's not to say that we can't come down here and pick up the last, few points we need. It's kind of up in the air for that. As I want to get to mass, what I'm probably going to do is equip Obliteration Wands, because I don't feel like I need the +1 to Chaos spell skill gems while mapping, or I won't need it while mapping, and the explosion will just be nice to like clear the board, right? What else is there that I want to do with this? Obviously, we want to go ahead and fill out the life here. Probably extra mana right here until I get Glorious Vanity. Probably grab Eldritch Battery so we can reserve all of our mana and pick out like Tempest Shield and Arctic Armor, right? That'd be nice. Probably, and we're probably gonna grab this right here so we can get more mana reservation efficiency. But instead of going to that one, thinking of coming this way and up this way, or come down this way rather. There one I feel would be easier. The reason I would come down to this is just for increased area effect of our aura skills, which isn't that big, but another 8% here. And down here, we have Hired Killer. So it's just for more life. And if I'm down here, I might as well, you know, if I have the points, right, go up here and grab this node. Grab this right here for Critical Strike. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. I haven't like fleshed out this character. It's just something I wanted to do, and it seems to be working out pretty well. So yeah, I just want to make this video since I won't be streaming today, Wednesday, December the 14th. It's a Wednesday. My wife's off on Wednesdays, so I'm gonna spend time with her. But I still need to sneak some time away to make this video, and hopefully tomorrow we'll be in maps, and we can see how this character does in maps. Because yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this character. I actually even almost feel I can probably do this character as a league start. I say that, but we'll see. I'm gonna try leveling a version of this character again through like X1 through 5, with like no extra gear or anything special, no Carnage Heart. Just see how this build does with just the life leech support, with nothing else, right? Yeah. Well, that'll be something that I could do for like next league or something. But yeah, having a lot of fun with this character. Kills pretty fast, and I don't die too often. I do die, just, you know, not that often, I don't think. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys have a good one, and see you guys next time. Peace.